Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I want to start by just saying that I am profoundly sorry about yesterday's audio out on the trail. So I thought it was much better than it really turned out to be. Anyways, right now I am warming up a little bit, and I'm really finding joy in all of the different parts of my running now. And that's not something that I necessarily had done in the past. So this is new. And before it seemed like I was going through the motions of getting my warm-ups in, doing my foam rolling and doing the stretches, but not necessarily taking the time to enjoy it, but rather I felt like I was trying to get through it so that I get to the fun part. But now I'm taking a breath and kind of relaxing a little bit more and taking my time. And I'm going to apologize a little bit. As you look around the room, as I kind of sway over here, you're going to see that pretty much all of our furniture is covered with blankets. We have 4 cats, but they got stressed out over the holidays. We've had lots of company here. My 2 nephews and my niece were here. They're pretty little. My niece is 4 years old. I've forgotten how much energy 4-year-olds have. Absolutely loved having them here. But they also love our cats, and our cats aren't used to kids. So they got a little bit stressed out. So we had to cover the furniture because they have claws, and they really like to do a number on that furniture. So this just helps a little bit to protect that. So that's what that's all about. And I'm going to be doing some speed work today. I had thought about taking out the Adios Pro 3s, honestly, because I think the pavement is dry enough for that. But I'm still, even though it's been a few weeks since I've been in those shoes, I'm still having a little bit of pain on the top of my foot from wearing those previously. So I'm not going to do that today. So I've got lots of speed day shoes to choose from. Probably my top 3 shoes I've got behind me. So, I've got the new Asics Nova Blast shoes, and then I've got the New Balance, the new Rebels, and then also the new Mocs, the Hoka Mocs. Thinking about the weather conditions that are out there, because the snow is melting and it's pretty wet, that kind of eliminates the Nova Blast for me, unfortunately, because these are a little bit slippery. Even with the slightest amount of moisture on the pavement or on the blacktop, these seem to be a little slippery for me. And because I'm going to be trying to run some threshold around some intervals today, I'm just concerned that I might fall, and I don't want that to happen. So that kind of brings it down to the Rebel or the Mocs. And I think I'm going to go with the Rebels today, honestly, because there's a little bit more cushion. They're both highly cushioned shoes, but these are just so lightweight and fun. They've got so much cushion up in the front, and this rubber outsole seems to do a pretty good job, even when the pavement is a little bit wet. So I think this is what I'm going to have on my feet when I'm doing the interval work today. So, all right, so I need to get back into it. Although I'm enjoying the process, I still need to get it done so that I can get out there and get that run in. So I'm going to move from my foam rolling into doing some of those mobility exercises that Netic developed for me. Those are really going well. So I'm glad that I made that connection with them. All right, let's get into it. What a difference a day makes. Holy cow, it's so much warmer today. And I'm going to be working on an issue that Netic Health brought up to me in my running form. And that's that I have a pretty narrow step. So my feet are pretty much right next to each other when I'm running. And they suggested that, it'd be a little bit further apart, so I'm more in line with my hips and not putting so much stress on my IT band. To do that, one of the things that they suggested was that, I find a place either maybe on a treadmill, put some tape down the center of the treadmill and practice just making sure that my feet are on both sides of the tape so I have a little bit of separation. Now, I'm not talking about exaggerated separation, not 6 inches, but maybe 1 to 2 inches. Or the other suggestion was that, I find a line maybe on some pavement or on a track. So right now we're on winter break, so there's nobody at the high school as far as I'm aware. So I'm going to head down to the track, and hopefully with a little bit of warm up, that track will be fine for me to run on and all the snow will be gone. Fingers crossed. If not, I'll go to plan B, but we'll see when we get there. So that was kind of a swing and a miss, kind of that wah, wah, wah. I got there and the track was just covered in snow. I mean, there's still big snowbanks. I'm so surprised because it's 46 degrees. It was 40 degrees yesterday. Things don't always work out like we planned, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to keep moving forward. Dust ourselves off and keep stand up and keep moving forward. I will likely just drive back home and incorporate the intervals through my normal route around town as I talked about in the car on the way over. So, all right, let's go get it done. So I felt really good about my shoe choice today. You know, I love the Asics Nova Blast, and I think it still is in the top 3. At worst, the top 5 daily trainers for 2022. But the outsole for me just is not very grippy to wet conditions. So I had to run through quite a bit of water and wet pavement, and it got a little dicey on occasion. But the Rebel V3 seemed to do a pretty good job. No shoe's going to be perfect on ice, but on the wet conditions, they stuck to the road pretty good. All right, Bella agrees. I got Bella out for her walk. She was waiting at the door for me. She's such a good cat. Strange cat, but we love her. All right, that's it for today.